This is going to be Carahouse, and starting off on the Blacklist side is going to be Pacific Macta. And we are now live, and some early long takes coming out from Carahouse. It's 3 players down, but Revenge is waiting at the arm, and he's going to hit that shot, finally find a kill. Shady dead, stuck by corner, not being able to do too much as MVA is going to find the kill, and Revenge hitting yet another arm shot, so he's going to double the kill of his own, and Dola thinking about swinging out as well. This has already rotated in, but the C4 is going towards the B bomb site, so this aggression doesn't really matter. The bomb's rotating onto the bomb site that is completely wide open.
Yeah, very aggressive play from the side of Carahouse does not pay off for them. They just get sniped down, and now Lucas trying to take a risky angle himself, trying to get some pickoffs here, give his team a better chance of taking down the site, but Revenge just going to back away from this one, but he's backing straight into Dola. So they might eventually take down Revenge, but can they take him down and then also get over to the bomb and defuse it is another question entirely. They're going to have to go very fast here, and they're going to have to clear out storage, which Aldrin is going to hold tight and not allow to happen.
1v3 in 13 seconds, not enough time entirely, and Dola's going to try to show this KD, but Justin is going to tap him up in the lobby casually, and looks like Pacific Macta is going to start us off nicely with a round in their pocket.
Yeah, nice start for them. Essentially just reading the situation on long, they get a couple of shots down, and sometimes it's all you need to get going. Rambo this time just going to go alone and throw one frag and back away. No overcommittal this time. Pacific Macta, though, talked about this a lot yesterday, but the very common strategy from Blacklist side, take over long, plant your sniper, and then rotate back towards waterway or towards mid and look to push elsewhere on the map.
It's going to take some change in tactics for Carahouse. I mean, good effort and good thoughts to take control of A long until Revenge completely shuts them down. Then it becomes a bad idea. So this time around, Carahouse is going to be playing out a default setup 2-1-2, and then even the 2 players that are playing the sites are going to be posted pretty far back, except Lucas having to position himself on the right side of the entrance by the boxes, not the left one that players usually play, like how Action and VNC stuck themselves for a double swing later on, but it's not that box, it's the other one. And in all that moment, we do see Pacific Macta moving themselves in closer towards Catwalk, nobody really watching it, but 3 players onto the bomb site, and Revenge has a really good angle. Dola Rambo will return the favor onto Aldrin, but it's a 2 kill for himself.
You see Revenge, he's holding down long. He does pick up his 2nd kill, but the issue is that nobody was able to survive through Catwalk nor through the middle doors. So all of that effort from the side of Revenge doesn't really go for much. They run straight into Rambo. The utility not in his face. Rambo getting a very clear sight. And now Lucas going to take him down here on long onto Revenge. So Carahouse, they don't get picked off early on in the round, and they're able to set up a nice defense here on this map. Blackwidow, a map that they have had a lot of success on in their region, 7-0, despite not picking the map very much at all. So not a map that they really enjoy, that they love to go on, but if they do, they will win. So that is seemingly where we're at here, at least in their region.
Yeah, sorry about that, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, because just looking at the standings, if Pacific Macta picks this one up, then it more so do feel like that they're going to be pushing themselves into the playoffs for sure. If Carahouse picks this one up, then it really depends on if PM has a chance against Evolution Power or not later tonight. So we'll have to come down to that later series, but for now, Carahouse is going to find the opening of Revenge to start us off, and all of a sudden, Pacific Macta, after losing, Revenge is going to be gathered outside of B. Haven't had a full-out B take that happened just yet until this round. And in the process, find one, then the A goes sort of fake, but it looks like it's not sold, as Lucas is going to be holding it down with Kimbum.
Yeah, he comes over here right at the right time. They don't have box control, but at least they have some extra utility from the door. Kimbum up against the wall. He's just going to get behind the box, trying to wait for his team to come on in. Lucas gets one as they're able to isolate him behind the box. Now Dola coming in. That flash over the top was very nice. And That's going to get Shady in onto the site, but can they hold on to this one is the question. ZYK doesn't go down, and now Aldrin from the storage trying to land those headshots, and Shady just going to duck down and deny them for now. Does hop up.
Ooh, Shady. Such a slight angle to play with, and it looks like the wall bangs are going to take away some health from Aldrin, but Aldrin is absolutely killing it right now, and he does return the HP back onto him. The timer is against him, 25 seconds and ticking, and he really needs to find this last bullet onto him if he wants to win the round for his team.
Yeah, I mean, 20 seconds. Eventually, Shady could try to hide and wait for Aldrin to peek, but no, Aldrin will get the angle, and Shady does peek him. Aldrin wins the 1v1 that was going on for about 40 seconds, and so that will give Pacific Macta the round just barely. So already some nice rounds being taken here from the side of Pacific Macta. Good to see.
I mean, that last round wasn't the cleanest execution out there, but a round is a round at the end of the day, and even though it really had to come down to Aldrin playing with fire, but, you know, if you're able to cook the enemy, then the round is yours. So Pacific Macta will lead out 2-0, and whilst all that, Carahouse is going to be tucked in the closer area towards the spawn. They're going to be protecting the bomb sites in a rather passive manner instead of playing quite aggressive like how they did on port. Down towards B, having to really kind of swing out and get the kills, and this time around they don't want to risk anything. And sometimes having to come down to the decider maps as a FPS caster myself, when it comes to any other classic FPSs, coming into the decider, you really don't get to see a lot of funky tactics come through, because it honestly is definitely a lot of risk. But at the same time, sometimes you have to gamble, like you said, Valdez, and looks like the gamble isn't just going to happen yet.
Yeah, no gamble just yet. Just waiting to see where they're actually going to push, because up until this point, just really looking for pickoffs, just looking to see if anyone on the side of Carahouse is going to get aggressive, trying to get some information to see, okay, where are these players defending at? And now it does look like they are going to head over for a 4-man push onto B. They still do have ZY. No, actually, that's MVA over towards A-Long. But the real push is coming in here through the storage. Aldrin at the doorway. Gonna try to get on top of Kimbom. And Lucas here in the doorway himself. Justin picks up 2 kills. Kimbom not surviving, but Dola, the timing is excellent. He gets a 3K and is able to just take down a 4th one from range. Dola is certainly online tonight.
Looking for his ace, Dola versus Revenge. Revenge has a 1v3 task up ahead of him with the C4 down in 13 seconds. Not going to happen as Kimbom's going to not steal, but take the ace away from Dola. And, okay, first 3 kills, good spray down, good rotation timing, and catching your enemy off guard. But the 4th kill onto NBA, who was all the way out in A-Long. I think he had like 2 bullets left in his chamber, and somehow Dola's going to be able to find the headshot. And let's take a look at that replay of all this.
Yeah, I mean, second spray, and then catches the 3rd one, and then this long 1-tap, last 2 bullets in the chamber. And, you know, he misses 1 shot. He doesn't get the kill, and has to reload. It's a totally different round. But Dola just is not missing today. Seems like Aldrin has joined us here for the 3rd map. And he has 5 kills already, getting pretty aggressive here. Nice to see.
Carahouse is going to have a strong catwalk defense, but that does leave A-Long quite wide open. And Rambo is going to be a solo player holding down B bomb site. The typical 4-player hold, having a 3-1 split with the to hold on to the B site, because the retake is rather easier. Not exactly sure which side is easier, but B is seemingly easier to retake, so Rambo can easily find a opening frag onto the players running into his crosshair, and then he can simply just rotate back out and wait for his teammates to come for the retake. In the meantime, ZYK is going to find himself walking into the open arms of Lucas and Dola. Dola is going to find that kill and continues to spray down into the air, expecting enemies to be there, but it was ZYK all alone. Now we're equalized back down to 4-on-4, and 50 seconds remaining, and Revenge creeping out towards A-Long, using the smoke as his barrier. You will find that drop onto Lucas, and all of a sudden, hello, Shady's going to find the kill, and Rambo as well will add on to 1, but B bomb site is held down by Rambo strongly.
Yeah, just picking up multiple kills, and that is going to be huge for them on the hold on B. Revenge is trying to make some noise out on A long, trying to distract them, but Rambo just able to hold it essentially by himself, and is going to bring in a third round here for Carahouse. Nicely done for him. Because otherwise, I think that's a nice fake towards A, and then they get onto the B site, and it can be rough from there. So, Pacific Macta have to go back to the drawing board in terms of what is going to work here on the offense. And so far, these strategies have been read by the side of Carahouse. They do have 3 guys here on Catwalk. Might look to push in. They do have Revenge set up on long at the same time.
But the gunplay from Pacific Macta is going to push Dola away from Catwalk, but Rambo has a really good angle onto the opening frags, and he will find one instantly, and Dola, after the gunbox, is going to fall back down towards the spawn area. He's going to spray down just enough of the lobby. Aldrin, though, is going to find the frag back onto Rambo, opening up the bomb site, and down to a 3-on-4 with the C4 still but Lucas and Windows will not let that happen as he takes down Aldrin. More nades coming through. Revenge is going to find the frag onto Dola, but at the cost of losing one more teammate of his own.
Yeah, still a chance here for the side of Pacific Macta. And they've got a minute 20 as well. Could see some funky business where they go here under Cat and look for a pickoff and then go into B. But look at this crossfire set up by Carahouse. They're so ready for this, and they were waiting with open arms. And Lucas picks up both of those kills, brings a 4th round for Carahouse.
4-on-2. And Carahouse is going to have their 4th and the double score being picked up by them. 2 minutes left onto the clock, and Pacific Macta, they may really want to change up their tactics a little bit because the default plays have been read perfectly by the side of Carahouse. So this time around, they're deciding to see if they can hit B, having some setups lined up, but unfortunately for them, they have 3 players of Carahouse waiting with open arms. The flashes are being thrown out. Dola and Kimbum in the crossfire. Dola just continues to be online tonight, finding a double kill already, looking for a 3rd, and Kimbum swings out from the boxes to give that room for Dola to work with, and Dola now, support with Lucas, is going to hold this one down. Aldrin and Revenge all alone. The nade might just do the work, but it looks like it's going to miss, but C4 is down all the way onto the bomb site, and Aldrin and Revenge is going to have a hard time, as I say that Aldrin does find the deep frag, and Revenge as well will find one. What is Shady doing? He jumps in, gets 1 kill, but Revenge is going to be able to find the refrag, and we're down to 1v1. Armor versus Armor, and Pistol versus Pistol, and 100 HP on both of these players, but the timer is definitely against Revenge. The C4 is being downed, and he picks it up now, but now he has to fight against the imaginary Rambo that could be coming from all angles.
Yeah.
But Rambo, he is going to be booking it all the way towards spawn and looks down on a possible rotation, but Revenge decides to rotate out.
Oh, the timing. Revenge would have been dead here if Rambo just waited 5 extra seconds. It's not going to happen, though, as Rambo is going to be looking to push onto B, while Revenge is pushing towards A. The timing there, Revenge not going to spot Rambo, who might be pushing into B here in just a moment. And Revenge looks like he will just go ahead and plant it on A. That's going to bring Rambo over there. And that's when the real fun will begin, as these guys have kind of missed each other at the beginning of this fun 1v1.
Might as well as plan for long and go towards the deep long area. The bomb is planted, and Rambo knows exactly where the bomb is now. He will swap out to an AK, so we'll get to see a rifle versus arm duel. Revenge has been spotted out for a split second, I believe.
Yeah, he definitely was, and he is going to take that aggressive angle. Rambo not expecting him to repeat it, and Revenge will hold on and pick up the round win for his team. Nicely done. Keeps them in it. And all started out with him just kind of hanging out in storage alongside of Aldrin, and those two getting a bunch of big picks. Those are really the only 2 players right now that are putting up the numbers for the side of Pacific Macta that are keeping them close with Carahouse.
I mean, Dola, in a great effort, held down to the bomb site, but Shady sending that Leroy Jenkins into the storage did not quite work out, and Pacific Macta once again, after a successful B hit, it's going to send out more nades. And here is the ghost, and leading the charge is going to be Justin, followed by Aldrin. Lucas and Kimbum now dead stuck in the corners. Nades are flying their way, but they're going to swing out. First it's going to be Carahouse. Pacific Macta is thinking about falling out of this one, but there is no way back home, and no way back home is going to be revenge. But Lucas will swing out, get a double kill of his own, down to a 3-on-3 of Enva. So much hurt put into him, and Justin sitting at half HP.
Well, he's going to be looking for this, but the flick from Revenge is too good. He will be able to take him down. Kimbum behind the box. NBA is still so low. Lucas in between all of them, and Kimbum still on the site. Finally, we are going to have that flight coming in onto Lucas, and after all of the shenanigans, Pacific Macta, they stick there in storage, and they stay there. They stay stubborn. They say, okay, we are pushing the site regardless of what you would like or not. And props to them. They're able to get the job done. Revenge is on a heater. Aldrin's on a heater. And Revenge's angle, his rotation was pretty big in that round as well.
Early catwalk push coming in from the side of Pacific Macta, trying to split down towards a bomb site, but Kimbum and Rambo and the coalition's gonna hold this one down easily. Revenge says no just yet. Justin swings out at the wrong time right into the crossfire, but Revenge in the process is gonna be able to pick up 2 kills. Down to a 1v2. He's done it in the last couple of rounds, but not this time. Kimbum's gonna be able to find that cheeky angle, find the tip of the head, and we are having yet another 5-4 half, but this time it's gonna be towards Carahouse.
Yeah, Carahouse getting the slight lead in this one. And to be honest, it was very close. Pacific Macta bringing it to a 4-4 situation before going 5-4. Easily could have been much more one-sided to Carahouse, especially with the way Dola is playing at this point in time. I suppose Lucas as well putting up some big numbers. But Revenge and Aldrin just said no. And they give themselves a legitimate chance at taking down this map. As we've mentioned many a time, this match between these two teams, because they are in direct competition for that playoff spot, is incredibly important.
Now that they have switched up the sides, it's going to be Carahouse on the attack. And seeing Port and seeing Ankara, I feel like Carahouse definitely has it in them to break through the defense, but Pacific Macta, after a pretty miserable defense on Ankara, and now coming to Blackwidow, may have switched up their tactics on how to hold on to the bomb sites. They do have control out towards A long. They sent Revenge deep down in there to duck and take cover, but unfortunately for them, Carahouse is going to be outside of B. And we have a nice crossfire setup from the ZYK and Justin, and also MVA deep out in catwalk. This could go all so wrong for Carahouse. They walk into the wrong crosshair in the wrong time.
Let's see if it works out for them as they are pushing directly into MVA, who has too many people to shoot. Couple of guys peek him at the same time. Rambo nearly gets taken down as he is pushing down the road. And now, with this pickoff, will they commit onto the A side? I mean, there is a bomb over on B, so this is going to be follow-up fake from them two guys looking to take down whoever they can spot. Kimbum rushing on in, and you see that Rambo just abandons him, actually. He's backing away. Revenge looking for him in mid, but this push is coming down into B, so Dola gets those 2 entry frags. Rambo trying to take this pistol battle between him and his fellow sniper, and he gets him in the back right as he jumps away. Rambo gonna win that fight.
Rambo wasn't able to win that fight, but Aldrin on 1v2 can't do much as Lucas swings out behind the boxes and takes the kill, and Carahouse is going to start leading out 6-4, and all of a sudden, Carahouse looking to really bounce back into the playoffs, are trying at their best right now. If Carahouse wins this one, then all of a sudden, Pacific Macta is going to be put at some risk.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's beginning to slide away from them. I think especially in general, like Pacific Macta, we all know that they are quite strong from the global risk side, but like they haven't really been able to show that today. I think especially Ankara kind of got to them mentally, and Carahouse's aggression has been too much for Pacific Macta to handle. We saw a little bit of that at the grand finals as well, not between these two teams, but other aggressive teams, and Pacific Macta were able to take advantage of that. So Carahouse, they get a very nice aggressive win on that last round. Pretty tricky as well, you know, pushing 2 angles. Kim Bum kind of being thrown to the fishes, says, okay, I'm going to fake entry on the A. If I go down, it doesn't matter. And all that matters is that they did pick up that round win. So Carahouse should be happy, I suppose, at this point, but still some work to do.
A lot of work to be done for the side of Pacific Macta as you speak of that, but the clock has been burnt down to the minute marker, and Carahouse is thinking about a possible catwalk hit or a mid to A splitter. Not exactly sure which way they want to head towards, but having another default setup is going to be Pacific Macta, and let's see if they're able to hold this one down this time. But Aldrin, down towards middle. He died last round, and this time around it may be different, but some pop flashes down towards catwalk, and holding onto the bomb site is going to be MVA. This time, all 5 alive. Aldrin does go down in the process, and MVA gets caught off guard with pants down, not expecting Shade to be up and over, but Justin and Revenge will find a piece each, and Revenge, posted deep out in A long, does buy enough time for the rest of his team to rotate back in. The bomb does get planted, but now Carahouse to face off the retake coming in all 3 different angles.
Yeah, Revenge is going to be key on this retake. You see Kim Bum and his buddy Shady up there on short, just trying to hold it down. Meanwhile, this push is coming in. We did see one of the members of Pacific Macta already going down in the window. Lucas trying to peek this sniper, and now ZYK has snuck underneath, but there's not that much time. He is alone. He gets shot in the back, and down he would go. A 7th round here will go to the hands of Carahouse, as once again their blacklist side, too much for Pacific Macta to handle.
Yeah, it was a little too much for Pacific Macta to handle, and Carahouse is going inching closer towards me, and they're going to send it down, but ZYK deep out. With help with Justin picking up a double, is going to shut out that aggression with the C4 being down. Rambo and Lucas trying to get the best of what they could do. Aldrin just running left and right to bait the shots out from Rambo. MVA swings out from the cat and takes the kill, and it's all down to the hands of Lucas. Lucas, though, he could get a kill or 2, but not exactly sure to how can he clutch a 1v5.
Not looking too likely, but he is going to get that first headshot. And now he gets the second one onto Revenge. He's not necessarily missing, but eventually just runs out of health. MVA going to get the comeback. And yeah, this is pretty interesting. I mean, big aggressive play from the side of Pacific Macta. Defending, sitting back, didn't work at all on 2 maps in a row. So I do like that they are coming out. They're trying to challenge Carahouse. They're trying to catch them off guard. And it absolutely worked on that last round. But the only issue is that you can't do that every single round from the Global Risk side. So they get this one round. It's a key round for them to stop the momentum of Carahouse. But can they link a couple of rounds together to make this a bit closer? NBA trying to get aggressive himself, just seeing what he can see, and he's only going to see a couple of guys shooting at him.
And then he has to fall back right away. Minute 40 left onto the clock, and Pacific Macta is going to be playing default once more, not having Revenge out towards A long, and the rest of Carahouse is going to be sitting like a dead duck out towards A long. But the moment the setups fly across the sky, then this may be the time for Carahouse to start shining and pick up their 8th. I'm not exactly sure, because if they lose this round, then Pacific Macta has a really good chance of just making a comeback happen. But for now, Carahouse is going to be playing with their clock. They're going to burn it all the way down to the minute mark before making any significant moves that suggest the tactics. But some nades are going to be thrown from the side of Pacific Macta to try to hold on to the players. But unfortunately for them, we have MVA, who was initially playing catwalk deep down on the A-bomb side, and somehow Aldrin's going to start poking out, prodding out towards middle, but the go sign seems to be given by Carahouse. But Revenge is a really good angle to pick off the initial player walking in from catwalk.
And he's got NBA to potentially help him out. Let's see, Revenge not gonna get the kill. He just hit Kim Bum in the leg, it looks like. 20 health, and now it's Dola in position. He's able to reload as well. Any entries for the team, cleans it out entirely, does Rambo and Lucas afterwards. And they know exactly where Justin is. The question is, where's that second guy? Is Justin trying to spray through the window? Rambo about to find that second guy. ZYK not even looking the right way, is going to go down. Trying to, of course, just bunny hop his way into road as quickly as he possibly can, and it does not work out for him as Rambo reads the situation. And Justin, it's a firing squad. It's not fair, but he is going to go down.
It's nowhere near being fair. 3 guys just shooting into that small window panel, and you can't do much but just jump around. And in the process, take a bunch of bullets and be taken down to 1 HP and eventually go out. But this time around, Pacific Macta going, swinging out A long aggressively, and Revenge is going to be able to find the kill onto Rambo. And from time to time, PM will throw these straight jabs at the enemy, and eventually works out as Aldrin to pick up 1. But as I say that, MVN just also picking up a kill each. Lucas will pick up a double, but he is the solo player alive, and ZYK, did he see the tip of the feet from Lucas?
I think he absolutely did. The question is, does he know that he exited at this point? Well, he's going to see those shots, and now he knows exactly which direction Lucas would come in from. Tries to reposition to see a little bit better, and now he should know that Lucas has exited. And the question is, can they get on top of Lucas? Lucas now hitting a 20K on the map. And, I mean, we've only had 13 rounds. I guess this is the 14th round here. And he is getting quite a lot of kills per round here in terms of stats. So now, just going to check every corner. Still has a lot of time, but definitely has an opportunity here to just plant it after seeing that, hey, they're probably just playing on A. Some rotations beginning from the side of Pacific Macta, but still with this much time, they wouldn't expect him to get over there that fast. Now they're going to know, as Lucas will come out the back here.
Well, Lucas is thinking about finding a kill to make it back down to 1v1 and then play from window, making things all harder for the side of Pacific Macta. And to make things even worse, they're going to split retake in a 1-1 as MV and ZYK now joins back up on the forces, and Lucas is gonna go through the doors, almost spray down ZYK, but unfortunately for him, bomb defusal is now happening. He can't take the kill on the defusing player. No, he does find it! No way in heck he just did that in some way, somehow. Carahouse is going to find that 9th round, and the stopping of the defuse. How did that even happen?
I mean, it's just beautiful. It's so, so close. I mean, it goes down immediately after, right? So if they could just hit that quick headshot onto Lucas, that is a round win for the side of Pacific Macta, but instead Lucas gets in. He says, okay, it's not important for me to get the 1v1 win against the first guy. I need to stop the defuse, otherwise I will lose by default. And so just great presence and great sense of mind from the side of Lucas to make that play and give them a chance. Pacific Macta, they do get that first pick off in the sniper duel. Early on, Revenge going to hit his 18th kill personally. And we do have the epic music beginning once again. Carahouse on the doorstep of taking down Pacific Macta in this match.
Revenge is finally online with 18 kills in his pockets, but might have been a little too late for his team to make a comeback. Lucas took a bunch while rotating out. Doesn't matter. He won that last round single-handedly by himself for his team. So now, on a possible map point and match point, Revenge trying his best to hold the bomb site down, but not going to happen as mid is being fully contested as Kim Bum is going to gun down Aldrin. From the lobby, and we're back down to 4 on 4. Minute left on the clock, and Revenge is going to whiff that arm shot. Could have been a critical kill. Nate, though, is not going to take away any health either. 1 minute and ticking. Dola has an arm of his own. Oh, probably picked up off of the dead body of Ren.
Yeah, just trying to hold an angle. Looks like at Cat. And might be able to swap back at some point if he would like. That pickoff on Aldrin in mid is pretty critical. Aldrin having a big map so far, and also they just take out one member that was being aggressive. Speaking of which, ZYK has made his way up mid as we speak. Justin trying to hold down here. ZYK does go down in mid. Dola does find him. As this push, 20 seconds, they gotta get in. Justin, he's taking some grenade damage. Shady gets in and they spot MBA. Trying to hop past, and they finally take him out. Kim Bum has an opportunity to get this bomb planted. As Revenge trying to stop it, he will get the first kill. Looking for the second. Kim Bum is so low, and one shot will get it done. Revenge gives them a chance at the comeback.
9-6. Pacific Macta playing with fire. Only 3 more rounds they have to take, but losing 1 round is going to mark it for them here, and they are trying their best, and they're going to be sending players out towards middle aggressively, and ZYK doing ZYK things once again. And if Kimbom and Lucas runs into this one, they are not going out safe.
Yeah, ZYK's got that angle, as you mentioned. Revenge going to be spotted, so he will not get any value for it. But he does maintain control of long, and, you know, could push the guys of Carahouse over towards the left side of the map, towards that B-bomb site. But instead, it does look like Carahouse, as they often do, will look to fight fire with fire. They are going to give that kill over to Revenge, but they want to get the trade back, and that they will, and that is why you send everybody in. And Stola will just be the sacrifice, essentially, to pick up those 2 kills.
We do have Justin flanking all the way from backside, but Aldrin really has to hold on to Catwalk if that fake and flank wants to come into play. Aldrin going brave, but Justin goes down. Aldrin does find the frag onto Rambo to start us off, and down to a 2v3, but the rest of Carahouse is dead stuck out towards a long, and this is something that Pacific Macta could make a good use out of, but they're going to be going for that 1-1 split. ZYK really needs to start picking up, because otherwise they are out from the series.
And it'll be pretty rough for them in terms of chances to make playoffs. They won't be out entirely, but they're going to have to beat 2 very strong teams, including Evolution Power later today. So lots of stakes here in terms of trying to make it to the upper echelon of the CFSI 2024. Meanwhile, Carahouse really just cutting sounds and waiting outside of A-Long. And now they will look to push. There is one guy, Aldrin, who will keep an eye on this. ZYK has pushed down in mid. He gotten some angles. Aldrin, though, is going to take one down. Nearly takes out Shady as well on 1 health. And they don't check for ZYK. There's 16 seconds. So Shady just has to send it in with literally 1 health here. They double peek him, and down he will go. Pacific Macta holding on for dear life.
9-7. They have 2 more rounds to go if they want to take this one into overtime. Some way, somehow, the dream still lives on for Pacific Macta. ZYK, his position didn't get caught off last round, so he's going to do it once again. And this may just pay off, as we do see Carahouse is going to be gathered outside of B bomb site with Dola all the way up in the middle, followed up by Shady. So we'll have to wait for sure for this one, but Carahouse can always, you know, rotate out from this one and step away from the potential danger that is presented to them. Minute 50, and I'm not exactly sure as to if Pacific that wants to play this aggressive, honestly, out towards B.
Yeah, I mean, Pacific Macta, they can send these 2 guys in and just essentially wait. You don't have to look for the peaks, but you can try to double peek if guys start to flood in. The issue is, as you were talking about, is if everybody on the side of Carahouse tries to retake water. They say, okay, we'll give them a chance to take water, and now we're going to throw in flashes and try to retake it. This can be dangerous for the side of Pacific Macta, but the flash is not going to hit them. ZYK is isolated, and Justin finally picks up 1 in a wild spray. There's 2 guys outside in water. They're only going to get a 1 for 2. So a good chance here for the side of Carahouse.
The gamble did not pay off, and all of a sudden the bomb site is completely open with Revenge and Aldrin having to play from all the way back in windows and then connector. In the process, Revenge taking a wall-bang headshot to make things worse for him. Smoke has been set out, and Kimbom bravely just jumps across and guns down Aldrin out from the lobby. MB does find 1 headshot. Well, it's going to be down to a 2v3. Revenge has to hit the shots, but he's sitting at 13 HP himself, and that is a tough ask. We do have a flank coming from MVA, but the bomb did get planted, and now in a strong position is going to be the players of Carahouse. Look at the position of Lucas all the way up to the box. It's such a strong spot. MVA is gunned out, and down to the ends of Revenge. He has hit the shots. No, he cannot! And Carahouse is going to win back the number 3 of Blackwidow in their favor and close the series out 2-1.
That they will. Pacific Macta making it